Hello Internet, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Tori. I'm in a different setting and there is crickets in the background. Today I am doing a bunch of updates in one. We're focusing on projects from the Pantastic ladies. So today I'm going to update the Colourpan Project Pan, the Four Seasons Project Pan, and Beauty A to Z. I wanted to get 50 Shades of Black into this video, however, I'm not home. I'm currently house sitting, so I did not bring any of that stuff with me because it was all just too much. I couldn't be bothered. It was too much. So, I will have timestamps for each project update if you want to jump around. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and if you do enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So, let's jump into the Colourpan Project Pan first. The Colourpan Project Pan was created by Misty. As always, she'll be listed down below. This project is supposed to be updated every 18th of the month, I'm pretty sure. So I am behind / I'm update off. But let's jump into it. So I did have one thing rolling out. The item that is rolling out is my Duet Quint. My goal with this item was to use it 5 times. Since the last update, I hit those 5 uses, and that was finished on June 7th. I really enjoy these. I just hate how many I have. So I'm thinking possibly for next year I might pan one of those. But I don't know which one yet, so we shall wait and see. So, before we talk about what's getting pulled in, we'll go over everything that is remaining. First, I have my Big Tough Girl highlighter from the Disney Designer Collections collab. This is what it's currently looking like. The packaging is really not holding up well, but the highlighter is still gorgeous. The goal with this item is to use it 20 times. Since the last update, I only used it 5, so it has 15 uses remaining. I've been very bad at using powder highlighter and powder blush, so I'm expecting use to pick up more towards August and September, and hopefully if life isn't too crazy, we shall see that. Yeah. The next one is from the Disney High School Musical collab. I don't know who dog that was. This is the blush in a Playoff. My goal is to use Playoff 20 times. Since the last update, I've only used it once, as 19 uses remaining. This one, I think I might be close. The Super Shock I currently have in is the shade Ice Dream. My goal is to hit pan, so I just want to hit the little button in the center. Since the last update, I did use it 6 times. I think this only needs like 5 more uses, so we shall see, because I have been enjoying reaching for this. And then, last but not least, the eyeliner in rotation currently is the Good Reef Coral eyeliner. My goal with this eyeliner is to use it 10 times. Since the last update, I only used it twice. It has 8 uses remaining. Not the best, not the worst. So, the roll-in. The item rolling in is another Quint. This is the Butterfly Quint in Rhapsody, so it's the yellow toned one. So I'm very excited to play with this. I really do like yellow tones. So my goal will be just the 5 uses again, but I'm very excited to use it because I've had it waiting in a drawer for a hot minute. I do also want to say, I probably will make this like a PSA part. I predict that this next month to 2 months should be more streamlined, should be more normal for me. Yeah, almost 2 weeks ago that I was filming this, I had a medical emergency with my rabbit, so I started getting stuff ready to film, and I was going to film that day after work. But then obviously my bunny comes first. He is okay now. The TLDR of the situation was he ate something he shouldn't have. We're thinking he ate carpet, but we couldn't tell in the x-ray. But his stomach was 2 sizes the size it should be. He had a fever, was in shock. Luckily, he didn't need surgery. He did not need any decompressions, kind of like stomach pumping. Hi, Penny. So, very happy that he didn't need any of that. But because he's a miniature rabbit, he was on meds for 10 plus days, and everything was syringe medication. And it was just, that was all I was thinking about. But, yeah, I'm house sitting for this week, and then next week I go on vacation. But I think vacation will be normal, and there's not, like, I'll be wearing makeup because it's going to be my normal routine. We're just probably going to see a lot of uses in the cream products. But from now till September, the only thing I have to do is make a dental appointment for my rabbit, because he has some, what does he have? Damn, Penny. Oh my God, what's it called? He has teeth issues because I got him from a breeder. Not a good decision that I made, but obviously because he came from a breeder, there's more health issues with that. So consequences of my own actions. What? No kisses right now. I've also been like trying to post more on Instagram, but a lot of my stuff were like photos for projects that I haven't updated yet. So I didn't want to post the photos and then make it even more confusing. So I just gotta find a balance again. On a like personal level, I am trying to get out of the job I'm in. The job I'm in is stable for now. However, the hours are draining me, and it's not stable long term. I need a job before October. Or else I'm gonna have to join their insurance, and their insurance isn't the best. But I am climbing down on the clock. So these past 4 months where I've been like active and then inactive, I've literally just been doing job interviews and trying to get that process going. But it sucks. Because then my other job is as a substitute teacher, so everyone else is like, why don't you go be a teacher? And it's like, I can't do that long term. I can burn out very easily, and especially being a teacher where you're being social 100% of the time, I'm literally just going to crash and burn. So I'm good with this, because while this is socialization, at the end of the day I'm talking to a phone, so it doesn't feel like socialization sometimes. Like, obviously when you read comments, then it hits you that, you know, the words you say people are listening to and processing. But when I'm here right now, it's like I'm talking out loud. I'm talking to myself, you know, because at the end of the day, I technically am talking to myself. There's no one else here. So I'm trying to find different clerical type jobs, and I have the experience, but it's all about connections, and apparently I don't have good ones. I know I don't have good ones, but that's the other issue with trying to raise your economic class when you don't have connections. But that's a whole topic for another day. So it's been interesting, because if I can't find a job, then I might have to go into teaching, even if I don't want to, but just because at least that money would be more stable and the hours would be more streamlined, because I want to eventually settle down and start a family. I feel like I'm a ticking time bomb, but I'm not going to go in debt for things I want to do. I already have medical debt. I don't want any more, you know? I'm too young for that. Which is like, I think that's another reason why I've been like so MIA, because it's like, I don't know. I'm not a very open person. Like, you can, if you were to ever like get all the people I went to high school with in the same room, they would have no idea half the crap I went through in high school. Personal, not personal. Like, I just didn't tell anyone anything. Like, I don't try to be private. It's more the fact of like, if it's not affecting me physically, I don't think people need to know, which is wild. A lot of issues there that I need to unpack, clearly. But, and I think the other thing too is like, I know I am easily swayed by advice. Like, all the people telling me I should be a teacher, I thought about it. I was like, maybe I'll do it. But it's like, no, I can't. I physically and mentally can't. I am not strong enough. As much as I try to think I'm not. I am fragile. I know I can't do it. I do not have the balls, for lack of a better euphemism. I also have my own speech impediments, and I know that technically that shouldn't stop me, but like, that will stop me, because if I'm stuck in elementary school, I don't want all the kids sounding like me. That doesn't benefit them, right? So, I don't know. I've talked about it with my boyfriend. He gets it. But then a lot of the time people just like offer you advice. And like, yeah, I appreciate it. Your advice is good. However, I know I don't want it, but you keep telling me to do it. So I try not to talk about it, because then people will get these ideas in my head, and then I like will think it's for me, and it's not for me, because it's not what I want at the end of the day, and I know it's not what I want. So it's weird. It sucks. But all I know is, when it comes to that, my time is running short, so I need to figure something out. So, long tangent aside, this is why I said on Instagram that I knew this was going to be like a live stream-esque type video, because I knew it was going to be a marathon, because I don't want to cut out too much. I want to be raw, but I also want to like force myself to not be a perfectionist about this video, and force myself to push it out, because a lot of the times I will over edit stuff that didn't really need to be edited. I just will be picky, and I don't get why. So, tangent aside, let me know what you think down below. I feel like hopefully that accurately explains what has been going on over here. Yeah. The past, like, since 2022, for me personally, it's just been rough in the sense of, like, grieving twice, and then trying to mend family relationships, and realizing that stuff that was done to me when I was a minor should have never been done. So there's nothing I have to apologize for, because the adults made that decision. So I don't owe an adult anything. So there was a lot of like coming to terms with who I am and all that. And as a downside, I just stopped wearing makeup, because I was focusing on everything else, which is like nice. I got my act together. But then it's like, for example, I keep buying Natasha Denona Quints and not wearing them. So, I think I got everything out. I feel like I've been wanting to say that stuff for a while, but I was worried about, one, how I would come across. Two, I know I'm not the best with my words, hence why I have a degree in journalism. I'm better at writing when I have the time to think it out, type it out, say it once, good. But obviously YouTube's the opposite of that. I don't write scripts for YouTube. I feel so unnatural even trying to think about writing a script. But that comes with the consequences of me having to think my thoughts out. And I call that a consequence because I notoriously don't think before I speak. It was the biggest thing I got yelled at for growing up. And I can be very blunt when I don't mean to. It's just that, you know, I see it, I say it. Obviously, as I got older, I know that you can't do that for everything. Unless you want to instigate a fight. Even though what you're thinking is right. What I mean by that is like when people are like rage baiting in public. Like I had a really mean customer the other day, and literally I was just following the prompts. They were pre-approved for a credit card. I'm like, you just have to click accept or deny. That is what I say to everyone. I just say you're pre-approved for a blank credit card. You can accept or decline on the pin pad. I don't ask. Like I don't need to know your answer. I don't care if you get one or not. Do I get kickback? Yeah, but I really don't care. Wow, those $3 are gonna take me so far, right? But this lady just like started throwing her credit cards out on the table, and I fought everything. I know my face said it, but I fought everything in me to be like, you are a fill in the blank. Any of the words I would have said. So anyway, another tangent aside, but once again, I'm going to keep it in. I gotta, Tori editing, keep it in. You're going to side eye it when you edit it in like 20 minutes, but keep it in. Anyway, the 4 Seasons Project Pan. I love the 4 Seasons Project Pan. For me, every time I see it, it just makes me get so creative. If the Pantastic ladies bring it back for next year, I think I might do something crazy. I need to do a perfume project pan. Like badly. Wait, where's the dog? Okay, the dog's not ready to come in. We're good. I need to do a perfume project pan so badly, and I've thrown a couple perfumes in my 50 item project pan. I have now just one in Beauty A to Z. But the 4 Seasons, you pick, 12 items total, so 12 perfumes total. I'm not opposed to throwing in the little sample sizes. If I use it, I use it. That's all I need. I need a rotation, right? But then I would pick 3 scents for every season. I think I'm cooking. I'm cooking something there. But time to talk about the 4 Seasons project. What I currently have in rotation. I am missing one item. I forgot it. I forgot it when I was packing everything for here. So, we're going to start from the top. We do have a rollout, but you have to wait till we get there. So, for spring, we have the Euphoric Sun Strawberry Milk Palette. I still haven't used strawberry yet. It still needs 12 uses. I don't know why I haven't been wearing red. I've been wearing pinks, not red. So I need to fix that. Next, the iHeart Revolution and Looney Tunes palette. I'm focusing on the shade Carrot. Carrot has been used twice. It has 7 uses remaining. So hopefully, I am going to bring this on my next vacation with me. Hopefully, we can have Carrot done by the next update. That would be the goal. That would be the dream. That would be the plan. Because I love this project. So I want to see more movement. Honestly, if I paired the yellow from from the Colourpan Project Pan with carrot. That can eat. That I would really like. All right, now on to summer. I'm just gonna show it. The e.l.f. lip gloss. Look at it. Look at it. The lip oil. The watermelon lip oil. I found it. It was in my purse. It's still kicking. It's still here. I've used it. I think this is like an underestimate. I only have 8 uses marked down. But I've definitely picked it up more than 8 times. I just didn't mark it and I don't remember. Now it takes like 2 to 3 dips to apply. I really want this done by the next update. I really do. I've been wanting to reach for other lip products and finish them, but obviously this one is never ending. Very good, but never ending. Hopefully that will actually be done by the next update. Yeah, I want to say the usage is probably closer to 15, but once again, I didn't mark it when I picked it up, and I kept reapplying it at work. And yes, those are crickets in the background. The people I'm pet sitting for have... Oh, Penny's back. They have 1 dog, 3 cats, a bearded dragon, and a leopard gecko. So, but I think... I don't know where they're keeping the crickets at the moment, or if the cricket is just in the bearded dragon's cage. But there's one over there. I haven't seen any on the floor, so I don't think there's an escapee. But like, I'm currently not feeding either of the reptiles crickets. So, where'd it come from, Penny? Alright. Next, for summer, I have the Colourpop Animal Crossing Flower Power Blush. This, I need to get my act together. My goal is to hit pan. Since the last update I only used it once, this has to go in my vacation bag. I need to like actually have that be the only powder blush I use for a hot minute, because there's no dip. If there was a dip, I think I would be less disappointed, but like, I really need to make a dent on my Colourpop blush collection. And I'm fine with not using that blush up completely yet, because I understand it. I love it. I love Animal Crossing. I get it. I get the emotional attachment I have. Tater Tot, stop looking at me like that. That's the bearded dragon. But, and it's a gorgeous color. I could use it all the time, and I do like it as a winter color. So it's like, okay, just a little pan. Even if I used it as eyeshadow, you know what I mean? I don't know. I do need to do an updated collections video or post on Instagram or both. Because I've been forgetting about what I own, and that is bad. That is what happened a year ago and led to a slippery slope again. So, when I go home from house sitting, I have a couple days before we go on vacation, and I'm going to try and completely redo... I have to completely redo some of my room. Tangent. Again, put a tangent mark. I currently have a 2 monitor set up for my computer, and my 1 monitor is starting to die. The monitor is from 2008, so like I kind of expected it, because it was like my family computer's monitor growing up, but like I wasn't emotionally prepared for it. But it's starting to have dead pixels on the top of the screen. If you don't know what dead pixels are, it's like literally just like lines in the screen are completely black. So my mom gave me a monitor and she sent me photos of what monitor I wanted, and I said, you know, either or. I picked 2 of them. I was like, either of them would work. And she brought it home. It's bigger than my original monitor, so now I have to completely redo my desk. So since I have to completely redo my desk, I think I'm going to go over the makeup area again and completely try and redo that and make it more strategic, where I can see more or something with it. And I do need to redo my bi-weekly makeup basket so badly, because I'm due for one. So it's bad, but back to the Four Seasons Project Pan. The item I'm missing is for summer, I think. Yeah, because it's citrus, whatever, rose, whatever. The Milani concealer, the pink concealer, the pink rose concealer. Since last update, I haven't used it and it's currently not in rotation. I need it today. My bags are bad. But I currently do not have it with me. So, womp womp. Now, on to winter. I keep forgetting I used up everything for fall. So, first I have the Lime Crimes, Plushies, and Blackberry. It's starting to like gape really bad. So, like, hopefully, I don't know. Since the last update, I did use it once. I've been trying to reach for it more. I feel like that's a lie. I feel like I've used it 3 times, but I didn't mark it, so can't be for sure. It still smells fine, thankfully, but that is going to be my next focus. The next item is the one leaving us. Our rollout is the Lime Crime Prelude Chroma, focusing on the shade Cypress. Since the last update, the goal was just to use it 2 times, and I completed that goal on June 25th. Very happy that that one was done. I do, like I said, I need a better rotation on my palettes because a lot of my palettes I got before everything happened, I have not been wearing. Munchkin, you're so cute. And last but not least, this I've been using a lot, so I don't think the tallies are really right. This is the Starface Lip Balm in Very Vanilla. I really enjoy this. But I've been trying to stop myself so I can finish the lip oil. I put 4 times. That's definitely a lie because since I've been here, I've been like reapplying it every 3 hours. So not truly correct, but that's what I have, so that's what we'll go with. Penny, you scared Peanut? Peanut? Hello? Munchkin. Oh my gosh. So my goal is 100% to complete Carrot's usage goal. 7 uses left. I think I can do it. And the lip oil. So I have about 2.5 weeks. I think I can do it. I hope I can do it. That's the plan. Now, Beauty A to Z. Beauty A to Z, of course, is another Pantastic Ladies collab that was created by Jessica and Amanda. They will be listed down below. I'm going to have all the master lists down below. Unfortunately, nothing's rolling out. I know. I'm stressed about it too. So, let's start from the top. First, we have Ace. Since the last update, Ace has not been used, so there's 20 uses remaining. This scares me, but is what it is. Next, I have for B, the Body Shop Strawberry Body Butter. Since the last update, I did use it 4 times. I forgot about it. So this is currently back in my rotation. I did get a new tattoo, so it's not going fully on my legs yet. Because I have to wait for that to heal up before I can use scented items on that part of my leg again. It's just a little tattoo, but I like, oh my gosh, can I screw it properly? It's a little addition to my one tattoo, but because it's by the other one, I've just been putting Aquaphor on both, and then this goes on the rest of my tattoos. So hopefully in a week we'll see more usage on that. Well, in a week is when I can start using it again. Why are you sitting like that, girl? Anyway, Natasha Denona D. We have Dakota. Dakota is the PG shade. Since the last update, I haven't used it as 24 uses remaining. This I'm going to start putting in my basket to match with Carrot because I need movement on both or I'm gonna like stress out about it. Next, I have Urban Decay's Extra Galactic words. Extra Galactic has a usage goal of 26 uses. Since the last update, I used it once as 23 uses remaining. This scares me. I don't know why I haven't just used it all over my lid, but is what it is. Next, I found my La Zona Rosa from About Face. My goal is to finish it. I need to try this as a blush, which I know is like, girl, you're gonna put another one on? I think I have to. It feels like there's less in it, but I'm not gonna know till it stops coming out. So that's the downside of this item. Next, my Huda bronzer in Tan Light. I'm shocked I don't have Pan yet. Since the last update, I've only used it 4 times. So not the best, but I do use a lot. And you can see that it's kind of like evenly going down, which is bizarre and crazy, but I love it. So hopefully we have Pan by the next update. That would be ideal. That would be the dream. Next, I have been focusing on Shell from Natasha Denona. That is the brown shade. Since the last update, I used it 4 times, so it has 16 uses remaining. I really would like to try to get this one done by the next update. So Shell is a focus item. Next, I have the I Do Care salicylic acid cleanser. I currently have it upstairs. I forgot to bring it down. Since the last update, I did use it 3 times. Not the best, not the worst. It also was pretty much brand new. Man, I forgot this item too. I forgot the e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer, which sucks because I needed an actual primer today. Damn, I left that at home. Next, for Elle, I have from AF94 Long Goodbye. This, I don't know what I want to do with it. Since the last update, I haven't used it. It has a lot left. So I need to figure out what I want to do and put this in my daily rotation and like actually try to use it, because I don't want to use it on my face, because if I use it on my face, I'm not putting it back by my eyes. So I have to figure out what I want to do. Next, for M, I have the Colourpop Blush Stick in Mini Me. First, this is what it's looking like in the container. But Mini Me, I've used it about 4 times. I am wearing it today. It's the only blush I have on today. Yeah, it's slow and steady, but I'm very happy with the consistent progress. I mean, there's what else to say. Obviously, this update for this specific project is not that much usage. I know that. I'm not blind to that. But at the same time, with me, something's better than nothing. So I need to give the little pat on the back. Next is for N, the Etude House Nibbles Toffee. I expanded the pan, but not too much. I did use it as blush one day. I've used it 5 times. I'm still primarily using it as a beginning crease shade. I'm not doing all over the lid. I should be, but I'm not. This one I thought I was gonna have done, and I did not. 4.0 Natasha Denona. Oh, I forgot the plastic on this one's broken. Opart. My goal is to use Opart 26 times. Since the last update, I used it 3. It has 12 uses remaining. I wanted to hit this usage goal by this update, but I did fail. So hopefully next update we actually see it go bye-bye. This I keep forgetting about. This is the Pat McGrath Venetian Sunrise Blush. My goal is to hit pan. I don't know. This one's a little scary. There's also like no specific spot unless I start using it as eyeshadow. So we shall see what I want to do with that. This though is gonna start being its time to shine. This is Vanilla Quartz. My goal is to hit pan. I'm wearing it today. This is the first time it's been used in a hot minute. I think we're gonna see a lot of good use on this guy within the next month or 2. Because it's pretty much, besides that, I think I'm only focusing on one other highlighter. So it's time to shine. Next, I have Sugar Pills Ring Pop. It is what I'm wearing today. Since the last update, I used it once, being today. So it has 21 uses remaining. Really not the best. There's also not that much left. So I might finish it before I hit the usage goal, which would be really funny. Next, I am missing my Tarte Jumbo Concealer. I also forgot that. My fault, OG. I'm confused. I didn't write Trouble. I thought Trouble was in this project. Why did I not write it down? Okay, so I gotta go back and do all that. Trouble, I don't think I used since the last update, but I don't know why I didn't write it. That's interesting. Next, I have the Victoria's Secret Pure Seduction perfume. So we're at the lilac mark last update. It's just a little bit under. I only used it about 9 times, or at least grabbed for it 9 times. Yeah. This one is second in line to being used up, but I need to remember to actually focus on it. I've been getting overzealous and using other stuff, which is nice, but not good for project panning. Next, I have my NYX brow pencil. Since the last update, I used it twice. It's still kicking. I haven't used it that much. Next, this one I've been focusing on. This is from the Natasha Denona Mini Love Palette, the shade U. Similar vein. This has to be used 26 times in this project. Since the last update, I used it 3 times as 16 uses remaining. This is a focus, but I don't think it will be done by the next update. This one, however, I'm going to start pulling in. Last but not least, from Natasha Denona Mini Biba, I'm focusing on the shade Izzy. Izzy's goal is to be used 26 times and has not been used since the intro. So this is also going into rotation. So I'm pulling in a lot of the oranges, and I'll do I'll probably do like a travel bag makeup basket video. So you guys will see what I'll be focusing on, but that is the current status of all of my Pantastic Lady projects, minus 50 Shades of Black. That project probably won't get updated till August at this point. I'm just gonna let everything roll over, which is annoying, but hopefully the progress will be bigger for that project. I mean, that project already had some great empties for this next, well, had some great goals hit for the next update, but because I didn't bring it with me, it can't be filmed, and I don't think I'm gonna have the time to film it when I get back. So I'm not gonna stress about it. It's just gonna be done with. Yeah, let me know what you think about this style of video for when I'm feeling exceptionally behind. It's not my favorite, but I think sometimes unfortunately, if this happens again, it's just what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, but I feel like you get to see more of my personality because since I will be editing these a little less, my true colors show, my little Gen Z quirks show. Yeah, like overall, I think that this last month where panning kind of sucked. It sucked for Beauty A to Z. Beauty A to Z, I just, you know. I'm happy that we had some rotation for the Colourpan Project Pan. Munchkin's about to jump Penny. The 4 season Project Pan is it took me a while to find that lip oil again. Actually, I put the lip oil in the bag. The lip oil is staying next to me on the couch. She's done. You're in council. So, happy that I finally got to film this. Happy to finally talk about this stuff, but hopefully for next month these updates look better. Yeah, the summertime is always weird for panning. I've been doing really good at panning beauty items, but not cosmetics. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that jazz. Bye.